you may have had a spiritual experience. So I noticed that Eckhart, I heard him say the book that Jack Kornfield wrote, after the ecstasy, the laundry. Well, we're doing laundry. We are. That's it. You get to experience the ecstasy, yes. You get to experience the peace, yes. The love, yes. But there's still laundry to be done. And there will always be laundry in some form or another. But the laundry becomes, you can say, easier and easier to do. It's an acceptance. Oh, okay, I've got my laundry to do today. Here it is. Willing to be with it, feel it completely. And some little exercises or tricks to help you stay present during the laundry period. Or say, for example, you're having a heated discussion with somebody, maybe your significant other, and you can see their pain body arise, and you can see the pain body start to arise in you. And what can you do? What little trick can you do to remain present, to stay in your own body, in your own energy field? And you can just simply, just even if you just rub your fingers like this, or stand there and just fold your hands together and rub your thumbs together. Or if it gets really bad, you can stand there on one leg. It's pretty hard to have an argument and stand on one leg. So that helps you just to stay grounded and in your body instead of having yourself get activated and into your head. And then, of course, when you're in your head and the pain body's activated, it's so easy then to just explode. So it just helps to be able to feel your breath, feel your body, feel the inner body. Touch some part of your body as somebody as you're in that heated discussion. Lift your leg, even if it's a tiny bit. If you lift it up higher, your partner might go, "What in the hell are you doing?" "I'm just trying to be present. You want to try it with me?" It's really hard to have an argument then. So as we go about our daily lives, yes, we can bring in meditation, a sitting meditation, into our everyday life and have that as a practice. And it's a wonderful practice. And I recommend that practice. However, we do have to get up off that chair or that cushion and attend to our everyday life. So we begin to then bring in that meditation into our daily life and start with little things. When you're doing the dishes, feel the water on your hands. So get out of the mind. Just feel your hands touch the dishes, touch the cloth. The suds, what do the suds feel like on your hands? Or you have a sip of your water, do it consciously. And we start little by little, these easy things, until that we can then build it up so that soon enough we remain conscious through things that are more challenging. And I recommend that when your phone rings, don't just answer it right away. Become present first. So just as we did that little exercise here, I'm being still, come into stillness before you speak. So the phone rings. Wait for at least 3 rings before you answer it. You know the phone's ringing. And usually we don't have to run anymore for the phone. It's right here in our pockets. So just, okay, set your ringer so it doesn't go to voicemail on 2. Set it to 4 or 6 or something and just become present. Feel that inner body. Feel that stillness before you begin to speak, before you answer the phone. So these are little things that you can do throughout your everyday life. And same with getting in a car. When you get in the car, it's so easy to get in the car, turn it, put your seatbelt on, turn it on, and go. So get in the car, and it'll take some extra time, yes, it will take some extra time. But we have all the time in the world. Only our minds will say we don't have enough time. And of course, with this technology and the buzz of the feeding of you have to do things now, you have to respond right now. I'm in a hurry, so you have to get it done now. Just when you're not in a hurry, and there's plenty of times when you're probably not in a hurry, we just don't recognize it. But then just take that moment, get in the car, sit down, take a breath. Reach over, put on the seatbelt, take another breath. Turn on the engine, take a breath. Put it in drive, look in the mirrors, drive off. Eckhart to this day does that practice. The first time I saw him do this, I went, what the fuck? Why is he taking so long? I mean, he literally gets in the car and is like, okay. And I'm like, okay, well, get going, will you? And he's... To me, back then, it felt like eternity to just get going. But then we talked about it because I'm like, wow, you really take a long time to get going. And we talked about it. And then when he explained, I understood. I went, oh, what a great idea. That's great. It's a great practice. A great practice to do. Because we are literally so trained nowadays to just move, get going. And our devices, it doesn't help. I mean, I remember when we started to do, these little sort of, I don't know what you would call it. We had to do little short programs for apps and stuff like that, or for our website. And it couldn't be longer than 20 minutes. And we're like, what? Well, that was back then. That was many years ago. So when it first was starting to come out, and it was a big thing to now, people were using the internet more and more. 20 minutes. They said, well, that's the attention span of people now. And now I just heard the attention span for people is less than 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I mean, you can't build a building in 10 minutes. It takes, back then when they built cathedrals, it took over 100 years, more than one lifetime. We don't have that attention span anymore. So it's like, okay, you can only do a 10-minute meditation. Oh, wow. Okay, 10-minute meditation. Sometimes it takes longer to become present, especially when you've been so active in the mind. So I would like to advocate in the practice the return of just being able to take your time to start being able to regain that focus and that concentration. And we can do that through just taking our time to do things. Take that breath, those few breaths before you answer the phone. Take a breath each time you do something. Can you even feel your breath? You might even do this in yourself and notice, wow, when was the last time that I was conscious of one breath? And Eckhart says it takes one conscious breath to become present. One conscious breath. And how many times have we tried this one conscious breath? We'll inhale, and then suddenly a thought will come in and we wander with the thought. And then we'll go, oh, geez, I wasn't even conscious of an exhaling. We did exhale because, we breathe, right? Otherwise we'd be dead. So this breath just happens and occurs all on its own. The intelligence of the body, the breath just occurs all on its own. But oftentimes we are not even aware of one conscious breath. If we can become aware of one conscious breath, we can become present. It doesn't mean that the mind won't come in again, because it will. And the mind has, this momentum. And it's almost like training that mind to, whoa, slow down here and let's just breathe. Let's just focus. Let's just pay attention to breathing. Pay attention to my body. Pay attention to the inner body, that feeling of aliveness within that Eckhart speaks about, that is here, right now, always here. And that can be used as a portal to stillness. Oftentimes we're not aware of that, or we only give ourselves 10 minutes in the morning and then just forget about it the rest of the day. So continue with that 10 minutes in the morning, but now integrate your everyday life and just bring one conscious breath to each activity you do. So when you finish an activity, stop. Take one conscious breath. Take 3, even better, conscious breath before you move to the next activity. Because we are really literally being trained to be monkeys. And it is, they call it monkey mind, you just go, 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 go. So now we need to untrain, unlearn what we have learned. Unlearn the conditioning. Unlearn that momentum and that movement of, I don't even know what you would call it. It's this momentum that just keeps on going faster and faster and faster. No wonder we're stressed out. It's going beyond our own bodily capabilities to be able to keep up. We can't keep up. So return to presence, return to your own body and listen to your body, because we will drop. We'll just drop. We'll have a nervous breakdown if we keep up the way that this is going.